Hi folks, as promised, this episode will be about the cell, specifically the animal cell, is what you have. So I'll try to work outwards in and say what each piece does and why it's important. So this big black circle, that is the cell membrane. That's like the fence around your yard. It'll keep your dog inside, maybe the neighbor dog outside. It'll try to keep people from peeking in. You have like a wooden fence. But so the cell membrane is the fence, and it's gonna keep the cell to have its shape, not the bad things in, or maybe keep all the good things inside. So here in blue, that's a mitochondria. I think they look like beans, but that's beside the point. So the mitochondria, famously, is the powerhouse of the cell. And that's very true. The mitochondria is like the kitchen in your house. You might go there to open the fridge and get some food, if you're hungry, get a drink of water. So the mitochondria will take food that you eat and use it to make energy. I'll have another video later on detailing how that happens. But just know that for now that the mitochondria is how all your cells make energy, so that you can move. So I can move my arms like this. I could have drawn this. Very important. So here in red is the Golgi apparatus. I like to think of it as the post office in your town. You might go there to bring a package to send to a family member who lives in another state. You might want to send a letter to a friend who lives a little far away. You might have to send bills, which is no fun. But so, in order for that to happen, the Golgi apparatus has things come through this side, closer to the nucleus, the big thing in the center. And they're packaged and then they come out this side. And they leave the cell. They go to other cells nearby in order to give them messages or maybe give them supplies. So then, these big green blobs on the sides of the nucleus, those are the plastic reticulum. They will get directions from the nucleus, and they'll send things inside the cell. So one of the things that they do is they make vacuoles. Vacuoles are very similar to the cell membrane. They're made of the same stuff, but they kind of just hold things. They look like a closet in your house. They want to hold a little bit of water, maybe some sugars for later, but they just hang out and they're like on standby. Just wait until the cell needs it. The nucleus, the bigger thing in the center, in red, holds all of your DNA, which is very important because DNA is what makes you you. If you have an identical twin, you might have the same DNA, but for the most part, in almost everyone on Earth, their DNA is unique to them. People can have similar pieces of DNA, but the exact your exact DNA is all yours. So, you look here, these little green circles. Those are lysosomes. They're kind of like Pac-Man, or maybe like the garbage collectors that all come to your house and get your trash. Inside they have hydrogen peroxide, which most things don't like. It kind of breaks them down and makes them. It hurts them. They don't like it. So, but these guys, they can hold it. They're like a vacuole specifically to hold hydrogen peroxide. And so what they do is they go over and they just kind of eat all the bad things, like germs, maybe find a virus, and they'll kind of eat it. So, and then if you look here, and there's one there and one there, also a couple on the ER. Those small blue dots, those are ribosomes. They're closely intertwined with DNA, since when the DNA needs to be read and utilized, part of it will come out of the nucleus. The ribosome will read it, kind of like sandwich it, and then it'll read along, and that's how you get proteins. The ribosomes on the ER use this. They use those proteins around the cell, and that's why they're right on the ER. Since the ER is going to make your vacuoles, those proteins can be sent around in those vacuoles. If they're a little bigger, if they need certain conditions. There's a few other parts of the cell, but those are very small, and these are the basic components to a cell. So I hope you learned something, and I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or good night.